In the quiet, unassuming town of Amityville, New York, there's a house that lives in infamy, 112 Ocean Avenue. You've probably heard the stories of the place, stained by a horrific crime that stunned the entire nation. But what happens after the headlines fade? After the tragedy, a new family, the Lutzes, moved in, completely unaware of the chilling darkness that had seeped into the very foundations of their new home. Their story became a legend, a terrifying tale of paranormal activity that captivated and horrified people across the country. Tonight, we're going to step into the shoes of someone drawn to that same legend. Let's call him Alex. Fascinated by true crime and the paranormal, Alex found himself standing before 112 Ocean Avenue one moonless night. With just a flashlight cutting through the oppressive darkness, he took a deep breath and pushed open the door. The old floorboards groaned under his weight, as if the house itself was protesting his intrusion. The moment he stepped over the threshold, a bone-chilling cold enveloped him, a stark contrast to the mild night outside. The air grew heavy, thick with the faint, unsettling smell of decay mixed with something sharp and metallic, almost like old blood. Whispers seemed to slither from the empty hallways, just on the edge of hearing. In the corner of his eye, shadows danced and flickered, moving in ways that defied the single beam of his flashlight. He was completely alone, yet he felt 100 unseen eyes on him. He moved cautiously into the living room, the flashlight beam trembling in his hand. Suddenly, a heavy wooden chair tilted back on two legs, balancing for a moment before crashing back down. Alex froze, his heart pounding against his ribs. The whispers intensified, no longer just a faint murmur, but coalescing into distinct, menacing words. "Get out, or join us." The voice was cold, raspy, and seemed to come from everywhere at once. Without warning, doors throughout the house slammed shut with violent force. The windows rattled in their frames as if a hurricane was raging outside, but the night was perfectly still. Panic set in. He turned and bolted for the front door, but the knob wouldn't turn. It was locked tight, trapping him inside. That's when he saw them. Peering down from the top of the main staircase were two glowing, crimson-red eyes, burning through the inky blackness. As his own eyes adjusted, he could make out faint, human-like figures, their movements unnatural and jerky as they began to descend. Every fiber of his being screamed at him to run, but his feet felt like they were encased in cement. A cold, unseen hand brushed against his shoulder. He whipped around, but there was nothing there, just the suffocating, dead silence. Until the whispers started again, this time chanting his name, over and over. A surge of adrenaline finally broke the paralysis. Alex stumbled backward, blindly searching for another way out. He found the back door, and with all his strength, threw his shoulder against it. It burst open, and he tumbled out into the cool night air. He didn't look back, he just ran, his lungs burning, until the infamous house was just a dark silhouette against the moon. To this day, he avoids that street, but he says that sometimes, when he has to pass by, he can feel the house watching him, and in the dead of night, he swears he can still hear those faint whispers, calling him back. Thanks for stepping inside the horrors of the Amityville house with me. If you enjoyed this journey into the dark, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another chilling tale. Stay safe out there.